My name is Terry Christianos. I'm from Urban Renters Agent. It varies really, depends on their specific requirements and what local market they're looking in. So if we're going into a tight market, we could inspect 4 to 5 properties. If we're in a market where there is a lot of stock, generally only takes 2 to 3 at maximum. We do a lot of online research. We can see the history of the property, if it's been a rental for a long time, if it's had rent adjustments, how long it's been on the market. If there's a constant change of tenant every 12 months, it's usually an indicator that maybe we'll need to give this one a miss and go on to the next property. We do it as much as we can before we leave our office really to inspect it in person. They can get pretty specific. Everyone's different. It will take longer the more criteria that we have to meet, obviously. That's really what it comes down to. So having a little bit of an open mind, a little bit of flexibility will always help to find something a little bit quicker. Specific requirements could be pool and garden, it could be a land size. It's almost like buying a property. The more specific the requirements, it does affect the process. If there are too many requirements and there is not enough stock, obviously time is an issue. Some things we can't ascertain also. We need to visit the property. The agent might tell us that, hey, it's in fantastic condition, it's just been painted, but actually it was painted 6 months ago or only 2 rooms were painted. So it does affect the process and it can take that little bit longer, but I mean, we're happy to work with those specific requirements. That's what we're here for. I've got a few of those reasons. So probably the main one would be the location of the property. So it could be close to a busy corner. It could have a commercial building close by. Might be a one-way street, which wouldn't really work, has too much traffic. It could also be that it's just not in the catchment and it doesn't have the feel for the rest of the suburb. I went to see a property just on the weekend, a beautiful unit in Tamarama, and right next door to this gorgeous unit on the water was a DA to demolish the whole apartment block. I just took one little photo of that DA sign and sent it to my client and said, I think I'm moving on to the next one. Another reason why we might refuse to recommend a property is that it is overmarket, it's overpriced. So it doesn't fit into other similar properties. 2, 3, 4 bedroom units, homes, they all have a pretty much standard price. So unless that property is a standout and it's just way overpriced for what it is, we won't recommend that we proceed to look into the property further. We'll have a conversation with the agent. If the agent doesn't want to negotiate, then we'll move on and we won't recommend that we continue with that property. So another reason why I won't recommend proceeding with the property is the actions of the agent before and at the time of viewing. From the very beginning, you want the agent to want to show you the property. So to want to turn up to inspections, to want to show me during the week if the property is vacant, and to want to do their best by their own client, their own landlord. There's a lot of instances where agents don't show up. Don't want to show you through, don't know much about the property, maybe they haven't seen the property, maybe they don't know how the owner might respond to any requests for repairs and maintenance in the future or even before a tenant moves in. If I get a feeling that my client is not going to have a good journey with this agent, I let them know that. The journey is more important than that initial finding of the property and the initial moving in. What happens after is really whether you're going to stay there longer or not, whether you're going to enjoy your stay. It's all about that relationship. There's so many things I love about being a renter's agent. I think getting to know the client and understanding what's important to them, being empathetic, putting myself in their shoes, and just really getting to know what's going to make them happy. Being able to make that phone call to your client and say, you know what, I think I found this one. I think this is the one. We've seen, 2 or 3, but this one feels like it's right. I think you'll like it. From all our conversations that we've had, I think you need to come and see it. That's probably the best phone call and the best part of being the renter's agent is just knowing that you have a happy client.